Hello, welcome to Youth and Inexperience Gaming. I'm Youth.
And I'm old and fat.
I wasn't going to put it like that, but, you know, I also feel no strong compulsion to argue with the statement.
You think you would?
So, there's a new Transformers movie coming soon. So, it put me in mind of this game, Transformers Devastation.
Well, I'm going to get some inspiration juice. The more of this juice I drink, the more inspired I think I get.
This juice being apple cider. Dad apparently has to now drink to cope with how he plays games.
It's bloody stressful. I don't know how you can do this stuff for fun. It's made all my hair fall out. Well, it's made my hair, the one that got left, fall out.
Just the Homer Simpson 3 across the top of your head.
I wish. God, that'd be the day.
All the controller vibrates. But yeah, there's a new Transformers film coming soon, and they've gone back to the Generation 1 look for it, back to how they look in the 80s.
No.
I think it's a Bumblebee solo film, but it's got Prime and the others in it.
Yeah.
It's just Bumblebee's the focus character.
Alright.
And this is a game that went back to the Generation 1 aesthetic, because most of the Transformers games have been a bit more gritty.
Yeah.
That whole big guns and dark and industrial places and so on and so forth. So this decided it would make the cartoon into a game.
Fair enough. I remember watching the early cartoons, and the theme that ran through was the Autobots really getting their arse kicked. Normally in kids' cartoons the good guys win, but these good guys just kept getting battered. Bang! Zoom to the moon. No, it's not that one. I always think they were stretching it a bit with Megatron because he collapses down into a handgun.
Yes, a Walther P-38.
Yeah. Yeah, when he changes, he's like 14 foot tall.
Yeah, well, it's the same with Soundwave collapses into a boombox.
Yeah.
But he's also 14 foot tall. There's a fair few Transformers that just seem to shrink.
And that goes against the laws of physics.
Yes. But there's all sorts of things like that. Like, notice how none of them have tyres on their body.
Tyres on their body?
They turn into cars and trucks and so on and so forth. How come you can't see their wheels anywhere on their appearance when they're in robot form?
You can.
No, you can't.
Oh no.
Look at Optimus.
Oh no.
He has not got a single wheel on him.
No.
I mean, from the animator's point of view, it was just easier not to draw the wheels on. But
the toys do.
The toys have them, yeah. And characters that only vaguely look like their toys. Right, do you want to be first or shall I go first?
Let's show me how it's done.
Okay.
I haven't had enough juice yet.
Left stick moves, right stick camera. This basic principle that is in most video games and one day you'll eventually grasp. You can pick stuff up with the circle and you can drop it, or you can pick it up and you can throw it with the square. Oh no, hit with the square. What's the throw? Triangle.
Yeah, because I'm going to remember all that.
Well, you never know.
I do. I thought they were trying to make the buildings fly.
There, he said the line. So, you can attack with the square button, and a heavier attack with the triangle. And you can sort of mix them up together.
And beat trees up. Nice.
And now here are some baddies for us to beat up. Good old plague of generics. I would hate to have a sort of... If two other guys looked like me in the Transformers universe, I'd know I'm cannon fodder. You know?
Well, perhaps Prime should be cannon fodder. He's got a red shirt on, so... If he ever guest stars on Star Trek, he's had it, hasn't he?
When you see a blue flash during a combo, quickly press R1 to perform a devastating vehicle attack.
What?
So watch. Wait for the flash, and then if you press R1, you transform and attack in your vehicle form. Like so. But one thing they did with this game that other Transformers games haven't done too well is sort of integrate transforming into the fighting. Because the other games... I mean, Transformers is a kind of difficult concept to translate into a video game. Because, you know, what do you make? Do you make a racing vehicle shooting game, or do you make a people shooting game? It's the game. Other games sort of... It's very distinct what mode you're supposed to be in at what time. You know, long narrow bridges and lots of enemies shooting at you. You should probably turn into your robot mode and get your gun out. And then, oh look, a big open highway. I suppose I should drive down this bit. This game sort of tried to mesh the two together more so that you were swapping back and forth. Well, no, that's not
It's a lot less confusing that way, obviously. There we go. Got a gun as well with L2, and then the other trigger presumably fires. There we go. And I made a special box appear. With stuff inside it. So you'll collect weapons and swords, axes, guns, all that lot, and you can change your equipment between levels. I like how you say, you will do this and you will do that.
Well, the point of the game is that the player does this thing. I'm not necessarily saying you specifically will do this. You probably won't.
Oh, you're dead right there.
Jump in robot mode and then hold R1.
I've got a question for you anyway.
You've got a question for me?
Yeah.
What is this question?
Why is gym music always crap?
Interesting train of thought to have right now. It's supposed to pump you up, isn't it? It's all about the beat rather than the actual melody. I mean, working out to Celine Dion wouldn't do much good, would it? Well, unless Celine Dion is who really gets you amped up to perform your best, which is kind of weird.
Depends what she's wearing.
Oh.
What? I'm old. I haven't got choices.
Okay. Oh! Okay. Dodge using R1 just before an enemy's attack would hit to achieve a focused state and briefly slow down time.
What?
So if you hit R1 just as you're about to get... Whoops. If you hit R1 just as you're about to take a hit, your character will dodge, and then time will slow down for a moment to give you a sort of advantage. See? Like that. It was very brief.
Yeah. There's many buttons that need to be pressed.
There are many buttons that need to be pressed. That's sort of how games work, unfortunately. Well, some games anyway. Games like this, definitely.
Yeah.
We will find a slower paced game that you will get on with at some point. One that involves minimal button clicking.
Yes.
Maybe a point and click, actually. Could put you up against Monkey Island or something. Right. I hate to be a tease to our audience, but I think we're going to save Devastation for the next episode. Because I'm pretty sure we're at our time limit.
We are.
Oof, that's a rock to the face, just what I wanted. So, we'll leave it here for now. And encourage people to watch the next one.
Yes. And do text or leave a notice to say, yeah, whatever.
Put a comment in the comment section below with any suggestions, feedback of any sort. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share. You know the drill. YouTube has been around for years now. How have you got this far and not figured out what to do?
Let us know what you think about gym music. Because I don't like it.
See you next time, guys.